Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about something really interesting. Recently we shipped an AI feature to our product portfolio, the portfolio generator, and I will tell you guys how I improve the user experience on this AI feature. But how does the workflow of the AI feature looks like from the user perspective? So as a user, you just come in here, agree that you want to send your information, more precisely your CV, to Gemini. After doing that, you upload your CV. So once your CV is uploaded, your CV is sent directly to Gemini, and Gemini will give us back a response. So he will give us a structured JSON response, and we shall take that response and all your information and portray it on the preview section, as you guys can see on the screen. So to understand how I improve the user experience of this feature, we need to understand the hood of this feature. So what's the precise workflow of this feature from this perspective of the system? So basically we start here from the browser or the client side, where the user, if I can zoom, so where the user sent his CV to the upload his CV, and the CV is being sent directly to Supabase, and Supabase returned a path, and with that path the browser makes a post request, and inside that post request, so that post request is directed to the API route extract CV, and we are already inside the Vercel Serverless function, and inside this section we need to operate a certain number of checks. So the first check that we're going to do is the authentication check. Here we're going to see check whether the user is logging or not. Afterward, we're going to do a rate limit check to make sure that the user has not made several API and cross the limit of maybe 8 API calls or 8 extraction per CV. And with the help of the upstash redis, we make that verification. So when the validations are done correctly, upstash send an answer to the function download PDF, and from there on we speak about the Gemini API call. So here we have a function that makes a call, the Gemini API call, by sending a PDF and a prompt. So here your CV and your prompt to Google Cloud, and more precisely to the Gemini AI, and the Gemini AI is supposed to give back a response in form of structure JSON. And here is where we have the problem with the user experience. So let me explain that more precisely. So the issue here, as you guys can see, let me change the color. So now the issue here is that when the API call being made could hang indefinitely if the Gemini service is slow and unresponsive. That's the first issue. The second issue here is that sometimes the user may upload his CV and the extraction begins, but directly afterward he navigates to another page. But now the problem here is that he has already made a Gemini request, and that request is still running, and because of that we can have a problem with the calls. It can lead to very, very high API calls, and the solution to correct or to solve these two problems is very simple, and is like a good practice. It's what we call the AbortController. So let me go back here. So basically what happened, what I did here is I introduced an AbortController via a timeout. So basically what is the mechanism behind here? So we have a timeout of 30 seconds. So what does it mean? During 30 seconds, the Vercel Serverless function here will be waiting for the structured JSON response. And after 30 seconds, if there is no response, the abort controller will just go and abort, or the controller will just go and abort the request. That's just it. So like that, we can easily solve these two problems: long API calls or long unresponsive Gemini service, or when the user simply uploads a CV and the extraction start and the user just navigate to the other page. So by doing so, by using the abort controller, we solve those problems. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I would like you guys to go and test the feature on the project on the site and give me back your feedback in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we shall see ourselves in the next video.